Okay, CSS assignment number 2 is going to be a lot of practice of what we just stepped through in the last 5 pages for your CSS number 1. So for this one, the first thing you need to do is to download the attached CSS file. Sorry, I'm opening my directions in another window so I could. And I know that you have used these banners before, but we're going to use them a little differently this time. So first you want to right click and save link as. That's your practice2.css. Remember, it gets saved in your daily folder. Then I want you to choose one of these. I'd like you to choose one that you didn't use before. So I'm going to open up the Starbuzz one. Then I would download the image so that I get the entire image. Now I know that that went to my downloads folder, so I know that I also have to move that to my images folder inside of daily. So I'm going to go there. Web design, high school, here's my public HTML, here's daily, here's my images. And I'm going to paste that in there so it's already there. I already have it there, so I will just copy and replace at this point. Doesn't really matter, as long as it has the same name. All right. Now, in Composer, I'm going to be reading my directions. The practice2.css that you downloaded has styles set for H1, H2, P, background color, text color, bulleted lists, and tables. You will need to edit those. So so that you added those colors and things to your page before, but you did it directly on the page, not on the CSS file. So you need to do it on the CSS file this time, because when I grade, I will look to see that there is a .css file attached. So you're going to create a new page in Composer, and I would call it I would do a file save as, the first thing you do, and this is CSS2. Please don't use a number sign in your page name or file name. And by naming it CSS2, I can just save it and it won't add a space in the file name. So once you've saved it, the first thing you want to do is attach that external style sheet to it again. And you do that by opening up the style sheet editor, and you want a linked style sheet. You want to choose the file, and it is practice2, and then you want to create that so that you see it over here on the side. And if you click on this, you can see that it has styles set. Now they may not be what you want. So what I would do is the next thing, once you've attached it, save it, insert your banner image, and it wants text. You probably want to center that. Alright, once you have that done, then you can start playing. I don't like the color of the background page with the color of this heading, this banner. So you will have to make edits to everything on that style sheet so that they match. Remember to use your online color tools that you've come up with, because once you do that, you could go in here, you could go to the text. When you're specifying a color, all you need to do is type in that hexadecimal number your online color picker has given you to make the color of the text the color you want, instead of poking around over here and saying, oh gosh, that is close. You can make the background of your page the same way. Go to your online color things that you learned about in color theory and put in your hexadecimal number there. So going back to your direction page, create a new HTML page in Composer, save it, and we have linked it to your practice 2. Now what I want you to do is, if you remember, there are styles set for several things on here: body, H1, H2, paragraph, an unordered list, and a table. I want you to edit all of those styles and then put all of those things on this page. If you have questions, I will be online for help.